Yeah, I had an old school ML, one of the original from the 70s. I owned it back in the 90s before anyone knew who I was, and man, I always loved that guitar. I went to the Dean booth at the NAMM show in Anaheim, and it just so happens that they were just thinking about doing this modifier, and it's basically the ML but with these beveled edges, and it's a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner, and I like a lighter guitar anyway. I like to like move around and like, you know, do all my crazy guitar tricks and all that, like Paul Stanley style, you know. So they sent me out the very first modifier to my specs, you know, did exactly how I wanted it. You know, I like it with one pickup and no extra crap, and I absolutely fell in love with the guitar. You know, I got back like, dude, I love this guitar. Make me another one, man. I'm Dean, 100%, all the way, completely committed. These guitars are badass. They like feel absolutely perfect, and it's the best sounding guitar I have ever owned in my entire life, and that's no lie, no joke. I like a really thin neck, so I basically told them exactly the neck that I wanted, a set bridge like this, and you know, I wanted the 1 EMG pickup. Just the way it looks, I mean, these inlays are perfect. I mean, this is like, you look at this and you just think Wayne Static right off the bat. There's something about this guitar that has a certain crunch to it and a certain depth to it without losing the clarity. Like a lot of times, you turn up the gain to a point to get the certain crunch, but then it just turns into just a mess and you can't tell what's going on. Man, they did it right. I know it's a combination of the right wood and the right fretboard and everything being set up right. And you know, I got my Dunlop strings on here with my custom gauges, and somehow this guitar just has that crunch and just the tightness that, you know, my riffs are really super tight. We tuned down to A sharp, which is it's pretty low for like, I don't know, anyone who doesn't know about guitars, that's like really low. It's almost an octave lower than guitars are supposed to be played. So the guitar's really got to be put together right to have the right sustain. For my next studio effort, I'm gonna have them make me a custom baritone model, because I always like to use a baritone guitar in the studio. Live, the baritone, if you don't know, it's a much longer neck. It's like a few inches longer, so the scale's longer. And that way, we're tuned down so low it doesn't go boing and, you know, get all that weird tuning issues that you have with a normal guitar. But I don't like to use a baritone live because it's just so heavy and bulky, and the tuning is not such a huge issue live. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get them to make me a baritone version of this for my next studio effort, because there's no way I'm playing anything else but Dean anymore, so they're gonna have to make me a baritone. They got no choice. I just heard from Jose at Sirius Radio that he got to check out an 8-string Dean ML, and that blows my mind, because I love, you know, layering up different things and trying new sounds in the studio for, you know, little parts and all that. But man, I can't wait to check that thing out. I want one of those. I want one of those. It's gonna be badass. I can tell, right? I can just hear it in my head, dude. Just like tuned down to A sharp, a 8-string. I can only imagine. I feel some kind of connection to this guitar. Like, you know what? I think this is it. Like forever. Seriously. I feel like this guitar represents me, and I feel like it's a part of me, and I don't feel like I'll ever go anywhere other than Dean ever again, man. There's something special about it, about the guitar and being a part of the whole family, and that's what it is. It's a family. I've been with other guitar companies where I've actually had signature models with other guitar companies where the people at the company don't even know who I am, other than one person in the A&R department. And to me, that's whack, man. Like, The whole Dean family is awesome. Like everybody there, Elliot on down, they're all cool. They all know who I am, and everyone works together. It's a common goal to have a good time and make great guitars.